Now I know what you're thinking. Where am I? Well, if we just turn this camera around, you can see that I am indeed not at the MKM Stadium. It's a shame, I know, but I just couldn't get a few things passed through. We'll have to do with the humble settings of my bedroom for now, but we'll be there one day. How is everyone doing tonight? How are we all doing? I've got a full plan for how the next hour and a half is going to go, all right? I've got a full plan for how the next hour and a half is going to go. We're going to have guests on throughout the stream. We're going to be looking at deadline day as a whole. We're going to be looking at the transfer window as a whole. We're going to be focusing in on Hull City, and we're going to get your guys' opinions as well. Because there is the StreamYard link in the chat. You've got 15 minutes to come through, give your opinions on the day, and then we're getting in to the nitty-gritty of what I've got planned for this stream. I've got 3 different Twitter tabs open, so you can see, so I get the full outlook of what is going on. Hello, Charlie. Up the Tigers, shout out from Philadelphia. Wow. Wow, Philadelphia. Wow. Hi, Owen. You all right, Robbie? All right, City till I die. I'm very good. How are you? And here we go. We have our first guest. Lewis will be with us throughout the stream. How are you, buddy?
I'm good, thanks. How are you? Yourself?
I'm very good, thank you. If you want to feature with me and Lewis, we're going to have guests on throughout the stream as well. You've got the first 15, 20 minutes of this stream to come in to give your opinions on everything transfer window wise. Hello, Lucas. Good evening. Good evening, Rhys. How is everybody doing? Dean is on. Dean.
I'm just off on mute while I eat. I'm back in that 2 seconds.
If we get Ben Foster, that'd be good.
Did you just say if we get Ben Foster, we're good?
Yep.
He's injured. I don't think we're going to be getting
That
Ben.
window, that is probably the best opening.
Pardon?
You're like, I'm going, go.
All right, then. City till I die says happy with City's signings. I'm mixed about them. Some will be good. Some will be worse than others. Ben Foster is going to MLS at the end of the season. I don't think he's heading that way. I think he's got enough. I think he's got too many contacts in the YouTube world here. What is this teen lad messing up? If anyone else, I'll post the StreamYard link in the chat once again. If you want to come through, give your opinions on City, on Ronaldo going to Manchester United, confirmed today. We've got a full piece about that coming at 7:15 for you all. He said he is on his YouTube channel. Oh, fair enough. Is he going to join David Beckham? Lewis is back. Opinions on Tommy's leaving today. We'll get a little bit more of this later on, but it does not look as though that is going to happen. Huddersfield
I just want to give you...
How are you doing? Tyler Smith played well against Bournemouth, so I'm happy about getting that deal through. He'll do a year in the MLS hashtag.
Joe, I just want to bring you a bit of a story that I've got on Twitter. This guy I'm pretty sure he's quite reliable. It's from John Percy. Wolves are making a late move for Cardiff City striker Kiefer Moore. Talks ongoing over a deal for the Wales international before the deadline.
Ooh. Interesting. Sorry, Dean, I just muted you then while Lewis was talking because there's just a bit of background noise coming from your room, okay? So if you want to say something, just alert me and I'll unmute you. Just because there's a lot of background noise, and in case of copyright and that, I just don't want to take that risk, okay? I mean, Kiefer Moore would be a brilliant signing for Wolves. Can he do it in the Premier League? That is
He's a good player. Me personally, I think he's a very good player. And it might take him a season or two to adjust to the Premier League room. Like it's happened with mobile players in the past in different leagues, but I'm sure he'll adjust it at some point. But also, the Wolves aren't signing a Portuguese player, so that's a change.
Well, massive change. They were linked with Renato Sanchez yesterday, weren't they? I'm not sure how far
They
that
were,
is.
but that's off. That's off. That is off. They couldn't find an agreement.
Yep, Wolves then talks with Lille over loan deal for Portugal midfielder on deadline day. It's off because he's got injured, it says.
Yeah. I think I don't know if that's for international. I don't know if he got called up or if that's club training. Burton have just announced Harry Chapman on loan from Blackburn.
It's a good signing.
I followed his account on Instagram. Called Transfers. I don't know how reliable again. Breaking can now confirm Atletico are in talks with Barcelona to bring back Griezmann. I heard this earlier from.
That looks as though it might happen. That looks as though it might happen. So I'll bring you some breaking news I've got now. 4 hours to go on deadline day. Here are the top stories. Cristiano Ronaldo has re-signed for Manchester United on a 2-year contract with the option to extend for a further year. He has cost, I think it's £12.7 million, a similar fee to what Hull City got in 2017 for Sam Clucas. Ronaldo will be on about £480,000 a week at Old Trafford. PSG have rejected a £189 million bid for Kylian Mbappe. In euros, that is 220 million euros. Real Madrid look as though they will sign Mbappe on a pre-contract in January. PSG, I think, have made a massive blunder there. Chelsea have agreed to sign Atletico Madrid midfielder Saul Niguez on an initial loan for 5 million euros with an option to buy. And I believe the
45 million, I've heard.
The fee is 35 million euros.
I've heard 45 million. That's what I've heard. I'm pretty sure from Sky and I'm pretty sure. Actually, I think Fabrizio put the fee in his tweet. I will have a look. Just can I just stop you? This was an hour ago. So you might have seen it or not. I've just got this on my feed on Twitter. Nuno Mendes to PSG. Here we go. Loan with buy option. 40 million. You've probably seen that, but yeah, I've just seen that.
Yeah. So
Villa have just confirmed that Mungo Bridge has gone to French club Enquiries. I might butcher that, on loan.
All right, we'll just go into the chat quickly. Then, Rhys, you can speak for a little while. Lucas says, my favourite signing is Huddleston for sure. Just the experience we need. Look good against Bournemouth, don't you think? He did. He really, really did. And Monker is a nice spark. He'll be back for Swansea. Ryan Longman needs to go. He didn't have the greatest game against, Bournemouth. But give him time to adjust. Give him time. He had the right ideas with the passes he was trying to play, the run he was trying to make where he kicked it straight out. Give him a little bit of chance.
Give him time. He took him off an injury, so...
Yeah. Lucas might join the stream a little bit later. Owen says Ronaldo's a great signing for United. Won't be surprised if they win the Prem and possibly the Champions League. Saul says Ozzers. Yep, that's a good sign. 19.7 million from Ronaldo. I saw it on Sky Sports deadline day. Someone says, order me a takeaway. Nah. Morning, everyone. How do you feel about
the way you are, Maddie?
How do you feel about Camavinga going to Real Madrid? Hi, Kieran. We had a talk in the stadium about Longman. We did, mate. We did. Feelings on Dan James to Leeds? Not too bothered. Good move for him. Very good move for him. He's a Hull lad, though. Went to South Unsley, was born in Beverley, so expected a bit better for him. How do I feel about Tom Eaves leaving?
He's not
It
going to
doesn't
leave.
look as though that's going to happen.
What I've heard, you might have heard this as well, Joe. City have came out and said the only way Eaves will leave is if Hull can get another striker in by deadline.
What I've been told is exactly that. That Eaves was linked to Portsmouth. That deal is now
That's off.
absolutely off. There was no truth in that rumour whatsoever. And Eaves looks as though he's staying, but will be allowed to leave if we can bring in a replacement to take that number 9 shirt off him. We'll go back to Camavinga to Real Madrid. That is a very good signing for Real Madrid.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I think he's kind of rushed his career. He's young. I think he's 18. However, he's a sensational player. There's no way to argue about that. And there's just many other things. Rennes are producing some very good players. Edouard Mendy last season went to Chelsea. Now Camavinga. I know. No, he came from Rennes and he gone to Real. They're doing alright for themselves with the players they're bringing in, the clubs they move to. So Fabrizio's just treated the most pointless transfer.
I'm going to stop you there. City are in talks with Brandon Astante. Brandon Astante is a striker. City are in talks with him. He plays for Salford. City also in talks with Georgie Dalton from Burton.
I thought we could only bring in free transfers and loans.
But we signed Tyler Smith for an undisclosed fee. That undisclosed fee...
That's what I was wondering.
...was zero. I said that at the time. That undisclosed fee is zero. That is confirmed.
Right. So we've technically signed him for free, just not off the free agents list.
Yes. Rhys.
Yeah, so we're not breaking any rules.
Before everything messes up again and I get distracted by chat, thoughts on deadline day so far, thoughts on the window so far, and thoughts on everything, really.
Well, I think Tyler Smith was a good signing. I think he was definitely a good signing. My opinion, Longman needs to go like now. Get him gone. Just get him gone, please. That's all. I just need that to go to my cat. I just want Longman gone. Tyler Smith
just want Longman gone. Okay.
Yeah,
I'm just going to stop you there quickly. Was it true that Cahill was in Cottingham? Probably not. Anyway, continue.
Well, I think Eve should go to Portsmouth, like it was rumoured, even though it's fell through. I think they need a striker because they're dodgy. No offence to Portsmouth, but they do need a striker. We should sign. I saw in chat them 2 people that were linked with. If we sign another striker, I thoughts on what you were saying. I think Eves will go. And to be fair,
well, that's what we've said. We've said that.
I don't know if McGuinness is going to go though as well, but he's injured, so I don't know.
McGuinness won't leave.
McGuinness won't go. No chance.
So,
okay, I have just checked. This Brandon Astante is a real player. We're not getting played.
What about this other lad?
Georgie Dalton. Continue, Rhys.
I think Andy Cannon needs to play more as well because he ain't got no game time since the Preston game, and he looked quite lively when he came on versus Bournemouth.
So Astante is in Cottingham. Very, very interesting.
Well, I think that confirms that Astante's going to join, and I reckon that's Eves out. I think that's Eves gone.
Yeah, that's Eves gone.
I am just trying to find Georgie Dalton now. Burton.
Georgie Dalton. Dalton, like, is it Dalton?
He doesn't exist.
Right.
When I've looked for a picture of him, if I need a thumbnail from Getty Images, it's just a log getting driven over by a quad bike.
Yeah. I've just gone to Burton's team and I've gone to forwards And their forwards are Akings, Hemmings, Malt, Parker, and Amari. No, Patrick, sorry.
So
There's
Brandon,
no...
so Brandon Thomas Asante, sorry, is in Cottingham. That
Well,
is extremely interesting. I might have to get a thumbnail made live on stream here.
That compares Easy's going now.
I think it basically does if this comes off, yeah. I'm expecting that City.
Where? Like,
I'm expecting that City will announce it on the hour, which is what they usually do.
that's what
Right,
we usually do.
thumbnail
That's
time.
what we tend to do.
Thumbnail time it is then. Watch
My
this
dad's
happen.
I'm disappointed. My dad likes Eves.
I like Tom Eves. I made a bloody poster asking him to kiss me.
I remember that. On Valentine's Day, was it versus Swansea?
It was Valentine's Day versus Swansea, yeah. Well, it wasn't to kiss me. It was a little like...
To give him a shirt.
Yeah, to give him a shirt. And then I met him 2 weeks later and I bottled it. I was going to ask him, but I bottled it because I'm a big bottle job.
Oh, so is it like when you're in a place tells you not to do something?
It's because he was in the room next to me and I was getting along with him and I was talking to him. I didn't want to just... Yeah, I made a poster asking for your shirt with you and me and a lovely love heart.
Done deal.
Right,
Done deal.
Lucas says I put in the chat, Joe, but I'll say again, Dominic Iorfa, centre-half from Sheffield Wednesday, is linked. What a signing that'd be. He's a fast defender, and he's a massive one. One
He's experienced.
Sheffield Wednesday's quality players. Max Tiger HD says I can come on now if still going through. Just finished part 1 of another stream. Sure. Sol Laborde says City preparing a deal for Kyle Laborde in January. Is that your brother?
Yeah, I'd assume so. I'd assume so. I'd assume so. I'd assume so.
Georgie Dalton's this
Loads
guy.
of people are saying. Yeah, loads of people are saying this.
Hostile Hen, sorry he's late. No bother, mate. We have got inside scoop. Boys and girls, if you know the source of this Asante rumours, can you link me the tweet? Link me anything to
Brandon
do
Asante.
so I have
I'm searching up right now.
So I have a
I'm
source.
searching right now.
And then I can talk more extensively about that. But if he's in Cottingham, wow.
He's signing.
Wow. I have got other guests coming throughout the stream as well. Lewis will probably stay with me for the majority of it if you're still free. But I've got other people coming on. I've got Luke from Tigers, blah, blah, blah coming on. I've got Will Young from To Hull and Back. We've got Max Tiger HD coming on as well. What's my Twitter? My Twitter is...
He's on Padger, isn't it?
Let me get my profile up and then I'll just... Share screen.
I'm having a look now for some rumours.
Okay, that is my Twitter.
Harry Wood, I found something, but it's not about Asante. Harry Wood becomes latest young gun to leave Hull City on loan.
Yes.
Yeah, he went to
Twitter, old_Grandpa Joe. Just at me in any tweet, any article that you can find about Brandon Asante. Let me find a little bit more about him. Right, let's have a look through the chat. Asante was good in my FIFA 20 career, man. That's great, Ewan. Any little counts. I reckon he's won't leave because who would want him? Watch, right? As soon as he leaves us, he starts banging goals in. It will just happen. Look sharp, maybe as backup. I got a photo with Tom. He's at the Bournemouth game. Haha. He's a really nice lad. He's brilliant, isn't he? I love Tom Eves. It will be sad to see him go, but I will blame the Boo Boys.
I just got a question. Georgie Dalton, if you're still in chat, have these rumours been going on for a while? Because you tweeted yesterday saying Grant signed Brandon Asante from Salford. Was that a suggestion or was that a rumour that you've heard from yesterday?
I'm starting to get less...
Because he tweeted it. Because Geordie Dalton tweeted a day ago, Grant signed Brandon Asante from Salford.
Well,
Okay, I'm linked in. So that's where the rumours have come from.
What? Your kitchen sink?
Okay.
Is it a really unreliable source?
It is Georgie Dalton tweeting themselves. Oh, whatever. I can't talk.
Well then. Well, himself.
I got all excited for nothing, for God's sake.
Fuck's sake.
I got played. I took the bait.
Oh.
Oh no,
Well.
it's a rumour. Dean's laughing. Dean, did you take the bait as well, mate?
No, to be fair, I'm just looking at the new show.co.uk. You got a lot of good news. Okay, I found some news right here that says
Rhys is gone.
Andy Smith a first team experience after leaving Hull on loan.
Yeah, Andy Smith left on loan yesterday.
So
Cheers for your insight, Dean. He is not in Cottingham. I got played! For God's sake!
Georgie! Fuck off! Get off, mate. Go. Just go. Just go. I've had enough.
I can confirm he's been in talks. Right, you know what?
I don't trust you. Unfortunately.
You know what?
Anymore.
Put me back to the stadium. I can't be bothered with this.
Oh.
I took the bait.
Hang on, what? Nat Phillips said he. Hang on, what? I swear he said literally a few hours ago. Nat Phillips was allowed to leave. 2 hours ago, he got confirmed that he signed a new contract with Liverpool.
You know what, right? I've got people saying it's true. He's been in talk. I have links in Salford, not at Hull City. You know what? I think I'll make the thumbnail just in case.
I wouldn't. Not to say he put something on his blooming like saying signing time or something. Whatever we do, they do some weird shit for signings. Not gonna lie.
Oh no. See, if I open Photoshop, the stream will lag massively.
I'm just looking to figure what's it called deadline day, seeing if anything else comes through on Wolves and talk the side midfield Boudicca Kamara.
So we'll have one last look through chat, then we'll go for some more breaking news just before half an hour, and then we will focus specifically on a certain Mr. Cristiano Ronaldo. So, breaking news. Burnley have made a move to sign Ross Barkley on loan. Cardiff striker Kiefer Moore is in talks with Wolves. The striker is currently isolated and has been ruled out of Wales' upcoming games after being deemed a close contact of Adam Davis, who tested positive for COVID. Wolves are in talks with Marseille to sign holding midfielder Boubacar Kamara. The 21-year-old is out of contract at the end of the season. A fee is yet to be agreed. Frederick Gilbert has completed a season-long loan move to League One side Strasbourg from Aston Villa. Jamal Lowe has completed his move to Bournemouth from Swansea. That was the longest medical in history. That's been going on since 8 a.m. Club Brugge has confirmed the signing of Scotland international Jack Henry. The deal could be worth up to €10 million. Ethan Ampadu has signed a new 3-year contract with Chelsea, but has been loaned out to Italian side Venezia on loan for the 2021-22 season. Maitland-Niles and Arsenal hold clear the air talks after Maitland-Niles posted on Instagram, I want to clear off. Emerson Royal joins Spurs. 25.73 million was the fee for the right back, which has been accepted and personal terms have been agreed. However, Barcelona say the fee is £21.5 million. Arsenal were also keen on the move, but the 22-year-old's preference was to move to Tottenham. Hector Bellerin looks increasingly closer to a move out on loan to Real Betis. Ryan Christie has landed in Denmark with the Scotland national team, and upon his arrival, he will complete the final elements of his Bournemouth contract and seal his move from Celtic to the South Coast for a fee believed to be around £2.5 million. Anthony Martial himself has rejected a move to Lyon today. Young Manchester City midfielder Tommy Doyle has joined Hamburger SV on loan to the end of the season. Hold on, I need a rest. Saul to Chelsea, Fabrizio Romano says, is a done deal. Fabrizio Romano has said, Saul to Chelsea, here we go. Agreement reached for the €5 million loan from Atletico Madrid. Personal terms agreed. Saul will sign the contract soon. Final details and the deal will be announced. Difficult deal, but finally set to be completed. Rhys Williams has joined Swansea on loan and extended his Liverpool contract until 2026. Ademola Lookman has joined Leicester on a loan deal, I believe, until the end of the season. Alex Kral, another Czech Republic player, is 99% of the way to joining West Ham. Sky Sports are saying that Solomon Rondon to Everton is also pretty much a done deal. Nuno Mendes, or if you follow a certain TikTok account, Noon Menge, he's going to PSG.
I've been actually confirmed, to be fair.
The biggest, Fabrizio Romano was giving it a here we go. But
yeah, I thought that.
The two biggest stories today. Cristiano Ronaldo has joined Manchester United. A fee of, just let me get the actual figure that Sky Sports are reporting. All the deadline day done deals. £19.8 million is the fee. And PSG have rejected a €220 million bid from Real Madrid for Kylian Mbappe. That is £189 million in Great British pounds.
Yeah, 189.
But it looks as though because Mbappe is out of contract at the end of this season, Real Madrid will sign him on a pre-contract in January. Kieran Webster is reading Slater still coming to Hull. I have not heard anything. I will give you an update on that very, very soon. But briefly, just before the turn of the half hour.
Before we turn on to this topic, I just want to focus.
Okay, go.
I just want to feed on what Fabrizio said 3 minutes ago. Talks ongoing between Atletico Madrid and Barcelona for Antoine Griezmann coming back. No Hal Felix or other players involved. No Dani Olmo for Barcelona. Interesting.
But we're just going to focus briefly on Cristiano Ronaldo. Get your thoughts on the Ronaldo signing in the chat. I can guarantee there's already stuff. There's CR7 is 12.5 on FPL. Yeah. Do I make the team adjustment?
I physically can't. I don't think I physically can, to be honest.
You know what?
I really don't think I can.
I'll keep my tab about Brandon Asante open, and we will just quickly have a look at my Fantasy Premier League.
That's what I'm doing now.
I'm logged in on my dad's, so I need to go back to mine. Okay.
Pick team. I mean, I'm taking...
Where is he? Ron. He's a forward. Where do I fit this man in? Where do I fit this man
I don't know.
into my fantasy team?
Take him out. No, man.
Munsey's going to put him in. Good evening, Munsey. Hostile Hands says Sel Fernandez on FPL because he's a penalty merchant for FPL points. He is. And then I can do some shuffling around there. I've had to put my free hit very early this week because Buendia and Martinez are out injured. And you know what? I'm probably, while we're here, going to take out Ben White. Because...
fuck. Holy, fuck. Actually, no, I'm not doing. I'll just...
And probably Simicast. Ruben Diaz. I currently don't have enough money to put a replacement in for Simicast. Cool. This is my free hit, by the way, so I will make as many changes as I like.
Angela, I'm
Williams in it. He'll probably play.
Fucking stuff him. You fucking motherfucker. Oh
chill
dear.
Out. Chill, mate. Chill.
I thought I had enough money for Ronaldo, then I just think I've just found out I don't. I'm a millionaire in the bank.
And we'll go for Ben Johnson as well.
Ben Johnson.
Right. So Barry Cooper said a minute ago that Slater is still on, but it's a race against time to get it done. Oh, Arsenal players are a bit risk because, well, Arsenal are rubbish. You're right. Do I start Tony over Jack Harrison? Very interesting question, Ozzers. Who will take penalties, Ronaldo or Bruno? It will be Cristiano Ronaldo.
Ronaldo.
It will absolutely be Cristiano. It will absolutely be Cristiano Ronaldo. You know what? We're going to do it. We're going to take out Tony as well. We're going to go to forwards. We're going to go...
I'll take him out.
Cristiano Ronaldo, welcome to my Fantasy Premier League team. And now I need total points.
I've done it.
You know what? Damari Gray is a shout. Damari Gray is a massive, massive shout. You know what? I'm happy with that. It is my free hit, but I'll probably use my wild card next week to make this my permanent side. And I'll probably take Ben Foster out as well because... why have I gone on forwards for Ben Foster? Because he's injured. And you know what? Who plays? We'll bring in Vicente Guaita to replace him. You know what? Is there a better defensive option for 4.1?
Done. Yes, get it.
So take out Ben Johnson, and we'll go for a bit of Shane Duffy. All right. that is my Fantasy Premier League team. We're going to captain Ronaldo. We're going to vice-captain Lukaku. I should probably keep Brandon Williams in because he'll probably beat Arsenal, but we'll put Ruben Diaz in anyway. And there we go. We'll go with that. Sorry I've neglected chat just a little bit throughout that. So. Okay. Bruno will be crying. Joe, you missed loads of chat. Go back and say what you missed. I will do, mate. I will. You just scroll back up chat, Georgie, and you will see the link. Bruno ownership is already down 200,000. I have a fun question. Fire away, Owen. Joe, what does a free hit do? A free hit means you can make as many transfers as you like for 1 game week only. Demarai Gray has morphed into Pele. David Raya. What link? If you scroll right back up chat, there will be a thingy link. Duffy. I didn't even see your chat, Hostile Hen, and I had you.
Joe.
Or the chat. What's the link? If you scroll up, you know what? I'll put it in again. Okay, no, that's a Getty Images link.
Joe, I've just got permission to street again.
Ooh.
Tagliafico will not join West Ham. Never been close. The Argentinian left back is staying at Ajax this summer.
Dijon Sterling, mate, he's gone to Blackpool. He went to Blackpool.
He's gone to Blackpool.
You're not getting me with that one. What is my all-time Hull City best 11? I did this in a podcast a few months ago. The Tiger podcast should be back very soon. Ethan's just away at the moment. I'm trying to get things done. But first of all, you know what, Georgie? We're just going to hang on a sec because I'm going to scroll back up and get loads of chat. I remember when we got Gaston Ramirez and Hatem Ben Arfa very late in. Alfie Slater, Regan's brother, told me he's staying at Sheffield United. Does Regan have a brother? I don't know.
I don't know. I know his dad said he wanted to leave, so...
Sel Fernandez, Ronaldo's an absolute legend, a huge re-signed by Man United, but he won't be as good as he was before. I'm doing something like 125. Is that Tony, Ings and Lukaku? Yes, it is. That's my front three. Guna from Hull to Scunthorpe. Here we go. And news about Brandon and Regan. Noon Menge. Arsenal players are a bit of a risk. Yep. I think I've been back through everything now. Mentioned Tom Eaves to Portsmouth. We'll get onto that a little soon. All right, Georgie, what news have you got for us?
Regan Slater, it's not thought that he would join. He does not want to join. On his side of the deal.
On his side. Okay, I can tell by the laugh that you're talking absolute nonsense. And what about Asante?
Asante.
Never been close.
They've been in talks for a couple of weeks now. It's been a long deal because he's wanted.
Okay.
Tell me through, me. Time is shit.
Okay, anything else to add, Georgie Dalton?
He's going to come back for something like Tagliafico and sign for Hull.
Asante, clearly a load of... Yeah. You're right, Blair. How you doing, mate? Georgie's fumbling under the pressure. Anything else to add, Georgie? Any other rumours?
It's not waffle, but I just don't think it'll go through at this late stage. You know what I mean?
Okay. All right. Okay. George is wasting our time. Don't really see the point you lied about stuff. It was funny. Now he's just going over. How long will this speech be on? How long will the stream be on for? We're going to run it for about another 50 minutes. Should have 2 or 3 more guests coming through. I meant stream, yeah. Okay. So thank you for your insight, Georgie. Thank you,
Thanks.
Georgie Dalton.
I just don't think it'll go
We'll
on
see you in a little while.
Yeah, I think God's leaving.
All right. Thank you very much, Georgie. Thank you very much.
Well then, I mean...
Georgie isn't wasting time. I know it sounds very, very believable. However, I have got I am about to get a thumbnail ready for Brandon Asante.
It's bollocks. No, I don't think it's true. I don't know. Nothing's on the news, like on the internet. There's always something on the internet. Like maybe one article or two. Like there's always at least one. I don't know.
Baz. Someone's put at Baz DJ Cooper. Have Hull apparently offered Seydou Doumbia a 1-year deal? Any truth? Baz says, can't for the life of me think that's a go. It makes absolutely no sense. You know what? I'm gonna tweet him about Brandon Asante just to clear this up. People mentioning Brandon Asante in my live stream chat as a replacement for Eves, saying it has been ongoing, saying that discussion, saying that it's been, saying that discussions have been going on for a while. I doubt it is true. However, is there any truth in that talk? Okay, let's clear this up.
Nothing coming from Sky.
Okay, I think we're going to clear that up. Okay, right then. Next on my list, a little bit later, and I think we've gone over this quite a lot, but Hull City on deadline day, Lewis. What have we been up to?
What, today?
Today?
Nothing. I've heard nothing. I mean, the only thing I've heard is the Tom Eves rumours, but I've heard nothing else.
Georgie, that's brilliant. Georgie Dalton's replied to my tweet about to Baz about Asante. I can confirm he's been in talks at this late stage. I can't see the deal going through. Wow. Okay. I've just seen a tweet saying a done deal. From Hull City, from HDM Hull City, but I can't find anything about it. Can't wait to have Brandon Asante on my shirt. Apparently, Sky Sports are streaming Deadline Day on TikTok from 8. They are. How has it come to this? How has it come to this?
Oh, I want to die.
If Jim White was still here, this would not have happened.
That would be a disgrace. Absolute disgrace. I'm just going to go.
Here I am in my yellow tie, and I'm going to talk to Tech Talk about Deadline Day. What has happened? Darby safe. I don't know, Jim.
I'm as soon as that goes live, I'm off to report the stream for fake news.
Okay, Dean has put something in. Hull City transfer rumours, 5 latest names linked to the Tigers. This is from 2013-14, Dean. I read articles, okay? I don't just look down for the players. This is the article, look. So, as it says,
no.
Hull City transfer rumours. 5 latest names linked to the Tigers. City will look to bring a number of
For
transfers
13,
next
14.
season. City finished second in the Championship and will return to the Premier League after 3 seasons. They will need to add some players in key areas to avoid relegation in 2013-14. They've already brought in new faces, Maynard Figueroa, Curtis Davis and Alan McGregor having signed. Luke Moore from Sky, Swansea striker. Wilson Palacios, remember him? He was the Stoke midfielder and that. Charlie Austin, we had the medical done for him, but then he failed it. So every time he scores against us now, he holds his hamstring. Richard Dunn, I wouldn't have wanted that then. I don't want it now. And Grant Holt, same applies. That was very helpful.
I mean, I've got to say, Dean. I mean, I'd love Charlie Austin now. I've got to say, but the rest of them they might just be a little bit behind, probably.
Okay. I've gone out of focus. Just hold on.
Yeah, massively out of. I don't think they are.
Back to the stadium until I sort it.
Fabrizio's just done it again. Kunde deal is off. No agreement, no intention to negotiate, no clause match. That's gone.
So apparently, City are looking at Chris Martin as a backup for Tyler Smith. He's already made a move.
I'm pretty sure he's. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's signed to Bristol City. I believe it is. I don't
Sam
believe
Mertag, actually good news. We don't like Subway on Cottingham Road and on YouTube. They're streaming it. Don't think Tommy's will leave, not until January at least. Roy Keane talking about the Sky Sports TikTok stream. Really? It's his job, isn't it? That was a great impression. Hello from Ireland. I think a break has come at a good time. We can regroup and fix individual errors. Yes, as a half Scottish person, that wasn't too bad. Cheers, Blair. Dean more reliable than Fabrizio Romano. I think Hull should try and sign Mbappe. Here we go, Chris Martin in Cottingham. Love it. Dean has sent another article. Shall we have a read of it? I'm going to share the screen. I've only opened it. I've not read anything else. Agree to those. Takeover. What date was this from? Oh, this is the Chinese guys. And Steve.
I mean the badge. The badge says it all. The badge says it all.
Yes.
I follow this account on Instagram. Bid rejected. Apparently, there's been a bid rejected from Cardiff City for Keeper Moore. Apparently, they don't say anything about the price. But
Chris Spinks from Hall Road, Cottingham. Chris Spinks is coming through the Hull Youth Academy. He's 15. Chris Spinks, what does that sound like? What does that sound like? It sounds like my primary school French teacher. His name was Chris Spinks. Glenn Sarney. Yes, he's a proper player.
can we just find out some more breaking news, please, and not talk about some deals that have all been gone through about 4 hours ago?
Eves is staying. Yes, it does look like he's staying. So we are getting anyone else then, Joe. Regan Slater. In fact, I'm going to wait until we have another guest on to talk about Regan, to talk about every other action, because it seems as though we've got a nice flow of stuff coming along here. City Saladai says, Hi, Joe. I said to you at Bournemouth after the game finished when the gate opened to go down to a bit next to the pitch. I said, not a bad game. You said you had pounding the whole game. Towards the end, my heart was like this. When we had those 2 free kicks, my heart was going like this. Many youth players are developing from St Mary's football youth. Wish Peterborough would get relegated to sign Clark Harris. Glenn Sarney did score at the weekend. He did. And so did Kyle Fanning. We're looking good in the youth ranks. We'll Slater be loaned to Bison to be capped by players until we pay off the loan. It could be loan, and then he's going to be free next year. So, okay, I think. Hold on. Joseph, I saw you at Preston Away. I saw many people at Preston Away. Huge thank you to everyone who came up to me and was, chatty, yeah, fantastic. Private chat, Dean's put another article in. I'm not going to entertain that. Sorry, Dean. I have a notification on Twitter. We'll have another guest on about 8:05.
You have a notification on Twitter. Is it Hull related, please? Hope.
It is. It is someone
Go on.
talking. It is someone about Asante. Ben Petterson, who we've seen in chat, but it's very true, mate. He has sources in Hall Road Rangers, as well as my good mate Georgie has close connections to Asante.
Does he now? I heard Georgie was Asante's dad, to be fair. And I heard apparently, Georgie knows everything, but I kind of think Georgie's more reliable than Romano, and I haven't heard him say anything about that.
All of them. Okay, so we've got.
I didn't hear him say anything about position.
When I see the notification, it's like hearing the oven bell when the pizza's ready. You are a legend, such a natural at it. Good work. Thank you very much, mate.
Ooh.
Tommy used to PSG. Here we
go. Confirmed.
Of around 400 million agreed. Medical and personal terms to be done in the next hour. Done deal. An announcement ready for 11 p.m. Here we go. McGuinness was left out the side against Bournemouth because he's moving to RC Celta Vigo. Looks around 8 million, I think that is. We'll say 8 million. It's 800k in it, but we'll say 8 million. Sounds better. He's off to Spain. KLP, Glenn Sardi, Keegan Green, Harry Lovick, Harvey Carew, all from St Mary's. Harvey Carew, not now a Hull City player. How do we pay for Tyler Smith when we're under an embargo? We didn't. The undisclosed fee was zero. That's the undisclosed fee. Nout. But we've got Sheffield United have put a sell-on clause in that deal. Lewis, what news have you got?
Fabrizio, again, of course. It wouldn't be anything without him.
Fabrizio Romano.
Barcelona are progressing in negotiations to sign Luke de Jong from Sevilla. Talks are now advanced to sign Dutch striker. Personal terms agreed and club close to reaching agreement. Could that mean Griezmann is on his way out?
I also read earlier that Barcelona were looking at Cavani.
I
reckon a good sign for us would be Ibrahimovic on a free next season. Yeah, I had a good chat with you at halftime away. I remember you, Terry/Lucas. I remember you. Malik Wilkes to Borussia Mönchengladbach.
What happened to him? Wilkes is injured. It would happen if he's injured.
Are you live till the window shuts at 11 p.m? I'm going to be live until about 8:30-ish. Could go on to 9 o'clock if I feel as though there's a bit more news. Peterson, Pete. Yeah, Sante's my dad moving to Hull next week. City paying him $1 million a week. Chris stinks. Ah, God's sake. I feel like I'm mocking it. Don't actually talking facts. You're just waffling. Hall Road have conceded. Clipston 1, Hall Road 0. Come on, Hall Road. Fake news. Forest Green after Matt. I'm not saying that. Do you remember having a chat to me, Derby halftime at home? Yes, I do, mate. Yes, I do. Damn, I
don't want to speak
I was going to watch it while I did it, lol. I might continue for a little bit. Depends how long the guests stay on for. Okay. And breathe.
Go on, Fabrizio.
Breathe. Whew. Breathe.
No, I don't. Nearly 3 hours on the dot.
Yeah. You know what? Shall I do Jim White on the 3 hours?
I want to miss my mother and see when my tears. I'm bloody starving.
Dean has put in private chat, there's a rat on your head. Wow. Wait, that's not content, is it? Oh my God, get it off me! Anyway. Asante's currently having his photo taken on the City wake.
To be fair,
Joe
no, to be fair, this... No, Joe. This is when in 5 minutes' time, we get absolutely screwed over because they say, new signing, is it? 2 minutes later, they post, welcome to Hull City, Brandon Asante.
Yeah. What
That's
tier
when
of
we'll
Hull
be
City
like...
even in? I think they are in... I read it the other day, but I've forgotten it.
I'll have a look now. Hull
FA
City,
Women's Premier League Premier Division North.
Oh, they're brilliant. They're in a high
In
division.
3 games so far this season, they have picked up just the 1 point with a goal difference of -10.
Arsenal. Oh, they're Arsenal. Oh, they're Arsenal. Oh, you Arsenal in disguise.
When the 14's Ellerton Blackburn team are in talks of signing KLB for £2.50. They lost 7-0 at half time. To draw 0-0 at half time, then lost. Hall Road Rangers Ultras, Jokum Hall Road on Saturday. We'll see. Thoughts on Andy Cannon so far? We'll get a little bit more into the nitty-gritty of the transfer window very, very soon. In 3 minutes' time, we'll get into the nitty-gritty of the transfer window for Hull City. So far, we've got our sources on the ground in Cottingham at the training ground. Lewis Perry, what have you got for us?
Antoine Griezmann deal now advanced between Barcelona and Atletico Madrid, working on final details of the negotiation. It's expected to be a loan with obligation to buy. So Antoine Griezmann, welcome to Hull City.
Is that here we go. Let's cross live to Fabrizio Romano in Milan.
No, it's not. It's not it yet, but they're getting close with a loan obligation to buy. It's not there we go, but I think it's getting near the time.
Beat Hall Road 7-0. We had McGuinness scored 3 times. What happened to East Hull FC? Sandina was a coach, then all the players started to scrap and left the club. That's very good. My God, Joe sounds like Lawrence Chaney from Drag Race UK. Wow. We are, ladies and gentlemen, 1.5 minutes away from 3 hours to go in the summer transfer window. Then I'll have to change my Photoshop template so it says January transfer window 2021-22. Am I East Hull or West Hull? I will not disclose my location.
My phone's gonna fucking die.
Oh! Real Madrid have submitted a 3rd bid for Kylian Mbappe at £200 million today. But PSG have not responded and will not sell. Oh, hang on, no, 200 million euros today. Kylian Mbappe has rejected a new 45 million euros per year contract offer from PSG.
I mean, this contract's really this actually like put into PSG's face, because I think it was a few months ago that they turned around. I think it was their president. They said Kylian Mbappe will not be leaving PSG for a free. He's gonna leave for free. He's gonna leave for £0.
Okay, we're on the hour. It's time. Where's the light? I can't find the light. There we go.
Oh,
it's time for the breaking news here in Hull. But first of all, let's have a look at the news stories from around the world today. Cristiano Ronaldo has signed for Manchester United as a 2-year deal for a fee of £19.7 million from Juventus. 2-year deal with an option of a third. Dan James has left Manchester United today, and he has joined Leeds United 2 years later than we expected it to be done, for £25 million. Kylian Mbappe will not be heading to Real Madrid this window. He will be signing a pre-contract agreement with Real Madrid in January, after PSG rejects a bid of £189 million from the Galacticos. But incoming at the Galacticos as Eduardo.
I've got a signing.
Camavinga. But I'm going to stop myself there as we cross live to Lewis Perry at the Perry Sports HQ. What have you got for us?
Ryan Christie is officially a Bournemouth player, and that's a fucking brilliant signing. That is an absolutely amazing signing. That's a very good signing.
I've been told to check my Twitter messages. Georgie Dalton says Hull City began a relationship with Hull Road Rangers for their under-16s and under-18s who aren't getting game time. Okay.
I bet now. I'm bloody starving.
Ugh. Right, so we'll give it a couple of minutes. I'm just going to turn a light on. And then we will get into the Hull City stuff, because I'm expecting another guest on very, very soon. I'll stop with the Jim White stuff now. Sheffield United have confirmed the signing of Morgan Gibbs-White, who joins on loan from Wolves. Manchester United have said that their transfer business is done. Boubacar Kamara is set to reject Newcastle's loan offer. He was linked with Wolves a few minutes ago, about half an hour ago. And with Gibbs-White going out, could we see Kamara come in? Luke de Jong is close to joining Barcelona, says Fabrizio Romano. And
I told you about
Antoine Griezmann's return to Atletico Madrid, is imminent, according to Sky Sports in Italy. What else has Fabrizio got to say? Benfica are prepared to keep Gedson Fernandes this summer. They have no intention to sell him to Galatasaray or any other club. Antoine Griezmann deal now advanced between Barcelona and Atletico Madrid, working on final details of the negotiation. It's expected to be a loan to buy, work in progress.
I've got another Fabrizio treat. Sergio Olivier will stay at Porto, and he's not leaving in the final hours of the window. No way for Wolves or any other club.
Okay, now we're going to cross away from the world side, and we're going to focus in on Hull City. Bring things down a little bit, as we are joined now by Will Young from the To Hull and Back podcast. Will, how are you?
I'm all right, thanks, lads. How are you?
I'm all right, thank you. So I've got a list of timings that I expected for the stream to adhere to, and I've quickly realised that has gone completely to pot. I planned things out, and then we got distracted by people making up Hull City transfer rumours, which I've then asked Baz Cooper about for clarity. And yeah, it's all a bit mental. So what we've missed is Hull City on deadline day. I think we've discussed it in parts, but not thoroughly.
Yeah.
So we'll start with the confirmed stuff. Harry Wood has gone to Scunthorpe United. What do both of you make of that?
Well, I think it's a nice little move for him. Obviously, it gets him out, gets him some football elsewhere, gets him some regular game time, which he won't get at City. I think it's better for everyone if our youngsters get regular game time to improve.
Lewis, anything to add? Yeah, it's obviously it's like Will said. We all know he won't get it at City, so it's better for him. It's better for at a young age to get experience at a senior level, and then we'll take it from there. And so he does that, and see if we can cut it in a few years' time, maybe next year.
Same applies for Andy Smith, who we loaned out yesterday. There was also some whispers about Harvey Cartwright going out on loan, which I heard. Matty Jacobs gone out on loan. So have Chadwick, Salam, Leak earlier in the window. So it's clear what City are trying to do in getting the young lads game time, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Like I said, getting them regular football, improving them like all our other players who've been out recently, it only helps the club go in the long run.
Georgie Dalton's put James Berry recalled. In case you, I think the whole Fabrizio Romano I'm not sure what the right word is, facade is falling to pieces now, because I think we've established that the Asante stuff was nonsense, and we released James Berry. We didn't loan him out. We got rid of him.
Yeah.
I repeat, Curtis Davis will not join due to allergies to Jaffa cakes. Unbelievable. If I'm honest, mate, I think you're glad that you didn't come on as soon as we started, because you'd have got all the nonsense. We got baited, me and Lewis, many times.
We had one with what was it,
Chris Spinks,
which
is supposed to sound like Chris Stinks.
It's ridiculous. Saying that, everyone else got baited by the Tom Eaves rumours.
Ben Peterson's put Asante stuff isn't nonsense. Okay.
Well, okay. If you say so.
Okay. So, talk about Tom Eaves next. We've covered this with the Asante stuff, really. Prince Henry from Bristol might be joining Derby, and Chris Spinks is a Hall Road player. Google him.
I will. Right now. Even that's Roddy's face.
Oz has put Guy on the right. I assume that means you, Will. Forget the fact your name's at the bottom of the screen. What are your thoughts on the re-signing of Jelavic? Forget the fact he's retired.
I was about to say, probably not much because he's no longer playing. So,
Jelavic spotted in Kingswood subway. Prince Henry is Sturridge's cousin. He's only 17. Rangers are level. Search him up on not Google. So, Chris Spinks, I do believe that he's a real player. Just, I don't think Hull City is the way forward. But Tom Eaves. Lewis, you know the details on all of that throughout the day, don't you?
Yeah, I mean, the latest I got on it was that we said he's not going anywhere unless we can sort ourselves a deal out. He doesn't know who will, so I think he will remain a City player. He will remain a City player until at least January. But I can't unless we can put a rabbit out the hat and just say we've signed someone. He's not going anywhere.
Yeah, I think he's staying.
Owen Rundle has put one word: staying. Herworth Park, 3 p.m. Everyone be there. Everyone be there on B Square. Hall Road home game. Apparently, Chris Spinks is he plays in the number 10 Metzala role. And Georgie Dalton says one word: Asante.
I mean, he's a player. He scored 3 days ago.
To be fair, I did fact check as soon as I got that comment. He is a real player. He's 22 years old, striker for Salford. And apparently, we've been in talks for a long time.
Even though you search the internet and nothing's there.
Yeah.
Hull Insta welcome Liam Delap.
I'm sure we'd already on loan somewhere.
Would be nice, but that ain't happening either.
It would be very nice to have Liam Delap while we're talking about strikers. Yeah, by the looks of things, it is Tom Eaves that will be the number 9 this season. It looks as though he's staying put for now. And I don't mind that. There's a lot of
mixed feelings on it.
Furious with that. Worst striker we've ever had. I think I'm a bit young to remember what he was like, but I do remember that Delroy Facey was once a Hull City player.
Dave Bamber.
Deli Adebola.
So I don't get he's the worst striker we've ever had thing, because it just feels like an overreaction. Because he's not been the greatest, but he's not the worst. He's nowhere near the worst. Not even close.
I think I just need to ring into Radio Humberside quickly and have a moan about Tom Eaves. Give me a sec. Didn't answer. What a shame. Anyway, someone's put Yannick Sagbo, who was actually all right. Useless mug he is, says Tom Eaves.
I mean, he scored in a semi-final of an FA Cup, so I'll take him.
I know we'll take him. Asante Banda resigned for West Ella 1 mil. Missing the Papa John's trophy. There was a lot of talk about this on Twitter, wasn't there, between Charlie Palmer and Luke did a piece on it, how it would be beneficial for younger players.
Oh,
but
yeah, absolutely.
It's just extra games to cram in that we don't need. I personally think.
Yeah, at this level, if you've got a lower squad, especially with us under our embargo, it's a much smaller squad. It can be definitely a detriment, but there's positives and negatives essentially to it.
Alex Maynard has said Tom Eaves has to be the worst striker we've seen in years, and Niall Keith says we've had worse strikers than Eaves in Hull. Papa John gone to Man United and Ronaldo released. Who wouldn't want to win it? We wanted a goat striker, not a striker that simply looks like a literal goat. Unbelievable. Okay, I'm not going to read that next comment. I'm not going to put it on the screen. But it says, Alex Maynard has put, Tom Eaves has the first touch of someone very naughty in a playground. I'm going to leave.
Oh, no.
This Steve slander is just getting out of hand.
It's awful. I hate it. Where's that poster?
Especially considering he's not actually left the club.
I know. Where's that poster?
I mean, I know this is like we have to consider he did win us a game against Waltham. If it wouldn't have for him, we would have been knocked out against Waltham. Just to get out there.
Yes, he
I
scored
know
a
it's not the
hat-trick.
biggest game.
What's this? William looks as though he goes out in. Okay.
Not wrong with that.
James Scott should have been playing as a striker. That's how he played at Motherwell, how he's playing at Hibernian. Try again. I'm not missing it. Who wouldn't want to win that? Who wouldn't want to win the Papa John's trophy? I'm trying to find my
saying
Tommy
that right now.
poster. I am
Right,
trying.
Joe. I'll be back in a minute. I'm just gonna phone my mum because I can't go downstairs. I'm trying to find out where my tea is. I'm starving. I'm absolutely starving. It's 8:15 and I haven't eaten yet. Back in a second.
Fantastic. Anyway, I can't find my Eves poster. However, as a little joke for Valentine's Day when we were playing Swansea, me and my Hull City supporting English teacher decided to make a little joke. And I thought, you know what? I want to get Tommy's match worn shirt. So I made a little poster, quick mock up on Photoshop. Right, I put a photo of me and Tom Eves in a nice love heart, nice nice amber to black gradient. Put Eves dropping in the box, spelled EAVES dropping. And then can I have your shirt and a load of different love hearts dotted around the place. Didn't get it because it was pulled off for an interview with Josh McGuinness, the 6'5" talisman, as Eves once dubbed himself. Yeah, but so that didn't happen. And then I met him 2 weeks later at a FIFA event that City put on. I was playing FIFA with him and I bottled it. I didn't mention it to him.
Disgusting behaviour.
I did one of these. Bottled it. Anyway, Regan Slater. The ongoing saga ever since the final day of last season. Will we bring him back? Will we not? What's happening?
It ain't happening.
I think it's a bit late now, although we did announce James Scott in the last hour. January the other year, but that was because...
I have just seen on Twitter that, I know it's the Hull Daily Mail, but it looks like Baz Cooper has said it's not happening.
Let me have... Yes. Baz Cooper has said, understand Regan Slater will not be joining Hull City from Sheffield United tonight. Move is off. Hull City's hopes of securing a deadline day deal to sign Regan Slater from Sheffield United have collapsed at the 11th hour. City have been in talks with the Blades throughout the summer in a bid to bring back the popular 21-year-old to the MKM Stadium after a successful loan spell at the club last season, which saw the midfielder collect a League One winners medal. Hull Live understands that the talks were progressing well over the weekend, but have since hit a brick wall with a late moving of the goalposts believed to be the cause of its collapse. Any hopes Grant McCann may have held of securing Slater in January are also believed to be over after the sudden change. Slater was one of McCann's top targets this summer, and news of the deal's collapse, will prove a major frustration for the City head coach, who has worked tirelessly this summer to strengthen the squad, despite working within a transfer embargo. City has so far signed 9 players during the summer window, though it is likely that their business at this stage is complete. There we go.
I want to say I'm disappointed, but in a way I'm not, because as much as I liked Regan Slater last season, I think in midfield we're all right. I think we've got plenty of midfield now. We need to be focusing up front and in defence, really.
I mean, let's have a look at what the chat are saying. There's a lot of love in the chat for you, Will.
Well, I don't know why.
There's we love William, we love Big Will I Am, calling you a pop artist there. Papa John's over World Cup, says Richie Smallwood's nephew Lucas. He also said that he would take Regan Slater over Huddleston. I'm not gonna disclose our DMs, Lucas. However, I think because Huddleston effectively took Richie's place against Bournemouth.
Pretty much.
there's a bit of discontent from your side, which I understand because he's your uncle.
Just think of our midfield now. Ignoring Slater, you've got Huddleston, you've got Smallwood, you've got Cannon, you've got Doherty, you've got Honeyman, you've got Matt Smith.
Monk.
There's too many. You don't
There
need
is
another
far
body.
too many.
You don't need
Slater
another
won't
body.
just be another body in there just for the sake of it.
You also got Alfie Jones who can play there, and George Bonker might appear in there. There's too many bodies there.
Far too many. Ben
As much
Peterson,
as I really liked Slater last season. I really did, but it's too late. I think if it had been a bit earlier in the season, in the transfer window, I would have been like, yeah, get him in.
Oh, absolutely.
But because we've signed who we have.
When it was said that we had that 400 grand bid accepted, I was in dreamland. I was walking around the little field across the road from me doing transfer talk. I had my little clip-on microphone clipped to my shirt, phone on a selfie stick. I was like, yes, Regan is coming back. Then the embargo got announced. Then he got injured. Then his dad said something else on Twitter. Then it got resurrected these past few days. I was expecting at 8:30 when I'm thinking, you know what, we'll start wrapping up the stream there to be talking about Regan Slater coming in. That is not the case. But we've brought in players now.
Yeah.
Brought in Monker, Cannon, Smith, Huddleston. These players who have served the purpose that Slater would have served.
Yeah. We should be focusing on bringing in maybe another striker like Tyler Smith, or maybe another centre-back, an experienced centre-back. Or
like a Brandon Georgie Dalton. So we've got, what is there for Regan at Sheffield United that are in the same league as us, and he's not even starting, I don't think. He's not even on the bench.
No.
Whether that's due to his injury, that he didn't play in the Carabao Cup when Tyler Smith did, or whether it's just he didn't get picked. Who knows? Alfie Slater told me he personally wants to stay at Sheffield United. Georgie said earlier that Alfie is Regan's brother. I'm not sure that man exists. He says he didn't like it at Hull. He fell out late into the season. He fell out with the manager as soon as he started playing.
Yeah. As soon as we got promoted.
As soon as he started playing in his best position, not playing as a box-to-box, but playing as a holder, he falls out with the gaffer.
Who knows?
Slater didn't want to come back because he got slated when he said he didn't want chip spice on his chips.
I mean, that's a good reason to slate him.
Alfie is Regan's brother. He plays for my football team, East Riding Rangers. I've played them. He is a person. I've played...
I disagree.
I've played East Riding Rangers. They do exist.
I think that is probably, as you say, I think that is probably our end of our transfer window, to be honest.
Someone's just sent me the Sky Sports Deadline Day TikTok stream. I want to see this. Okay. We've got Liverpool need to sign some good BL quickly. Good BL, all one word. At a certain person until deadline. When deadline day ends, someone else joined. And it's like that. You can't even see the people. Oh, wow. Fantastic. I'm not going to put that comment on Sam. Richie has years in him. He does. He has more years in him than Tom Huddleston does.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
And Lucas says Richie Smallwood better than any CDM ever. Never mind about Slater, rather than another defender with some championship experience. I think with the Slater deal collapse, that's our business. Done. Who do you play? I don't play for anyone anymore. I don't play for anyone. People saying I play for Cop Rangers. Asking who I play for. I don't play for anyone. I was playing for Springhead. Then there was 5 players in my position, and I was playing 20 minutes out of position on the left wing. And when you're a defensive-minded player, you don't know how to attack. Something might be happening behind the scenes. Probably nothing. I have no clue. Okay.
No,
Murdoch trying to use TikTok. Lol. Once again, Sam, I'm not putting that comment on. Signed Baron Potter, says Hostile Hen. I just signed for Cot Rangers. Ben Peterson said Springhead. I did play for a team. I did play for Hessel Rangers. Then that team merged with the Springhead team and we became Springhead. So that tells you all you need to know, really. Lewis has said in private chat he's off for tea. I didn't see that. That was 10 minutes ago. So
he's done.
Sorry, Lucas. Sorry, Lucas. My God. Sorry, Lewis. He is no longer about. He's not dead. He's just not on the stream. Sam, I'm just gonna. You're not commenting for 5 minutes now.
The answer is no to all the questions, Sam, by the way.
Pardon?
The answer is no to all the questions.
Hello, Joe. I've been on for a while, but I'm back. Anything I've missed? Chaos about us signing Asante. Will has joined. Lucas has gone. Not Lucas. My God. Lewis has gone for tea. Lucas. Yeah, that's about that. That's about it, really. Anything else? I think Chelsea will win the Papa John's Cup. Fair play.
I mean, they're under 23s, good.
Could do. Is there a loophole here? Just let me check. How old is Mason Mount? He's 22. He can play for the under 23s. Lucas has put Sam's in my head rent free. I just don't want comments about Russian flag bash and soggy biscuit. This is a deadline day stream.
Christian Pulisic is also 22, so that makes it even easier for Chelsea.
If you want me to join, just give me a shout. I'm not quite Fabrizio Romano, but I may have a bit of news that you haven't touched on. Well, Lucas, Sky Sports Brainiacs fixed the TikTok live. Lucas, if you want to join, there's a StreamYard link. If anyone else wants to join, just give a few seconds. There we go. Owen has loved the stream. Thank you very much. See my logic? They have Mount, James, Hudson-Odoi, and Pulisic. Have I ever played Howdale Tigers? No. Anything else on Twitter? Bentos, the person who every Hull City fan loves, especially if you hate Tom Eaves and Richie Smallwood, has put on Twitter, let's be honest, Regan Slater was a target earlier in the summer and we were told it wasn't happening by his club. We then moved on and signed other players. If he'd signed now, where would he have fit? Those to blame in this situation are at Sheffield United, not Hull City. He's not wrong.
No, he ain't.
He's not wrong. Joel Robinson, someone you know very well, Will, has said, hopefully we sign someone, need to make the most of the squad cap. Nathaniel Whitto, someone else you know very well, Will, has said, Omar Bogle, maybe. HCAFC Joe has said, is that it for deadline day then? Paul Webster has put, not as if they've had all summer to sort it out. Oh, wait. John Uzzle, love Uzzle, has put about the Regan Slater collapse. Bothered? Question mark. No.
That's the thing. I'm not really bothered either.
I'm not. It's disappointing not to have some deadline day drama and what have you, but who's bothered at this point? I don't really care. Because as Bentos said, we've brought the players in to replace him.
Exactly.
Some people talking about Canadian lawnmowers, the Eiffel Tower, Russian flash, a rich tea biscuit when it's in a cup of tea. Here we go. Hello, Lucas.
Hello.
Richie Smallwood's nephew is in. This will no doubt cause some eruptions on Hull City Twitter if those sorts of people are watching who dislike your uncle and the way he plays. What are your thoughts on them?
Let's be real.
Say again, mate. He just froze for a sec.
Oh. Yeah, he's better than anyone else, Richie.
I see no bias at all.
I'm joking.
Nah, he's way better than people make out to be anyway.
Yeah.
Breaking, Liverpool in talks to sign Alex Hunter.
2018 called it once it's jerked back.
Huddleston clear. Smallwood is a dead baller. Lewis is back. How you doing, mate?
I'm doing good, thanks. Finally, had food.
Work out how this is. There we go. So we've got Richie Smallwood's nephew in now. What are your thoughts on his uncle?
Oh dear. Right. No, mate. Without all due respect, he's not my favourite. I'm gonna be honest. He's not my favourite, but he's not the worst. That's me being honest.
Yeah.
He hates me.
That's
the
fair.
Real Life channel says, my dad underrates your uncle, Lucas. Huddleston is clear. Any updates on Regan Slater? Regan Slater is
dead. It's
off.
dead.
The deal is dead. It's not going to happen. As Baz Cooper described it, the goalposts were moved last minute and it's not happening. Now Rich is a decent player. Sam Murtagh now is unbanned. Says, get out, Lewis. You're hungry. You're not hungry. Benjamin Mendy, Gylfi Sigurdsson and Adam Johnson signed for HMPFC. He's not my favourite, but he's not Tommy. Oh, my God. You saved it with the first bit. They saved it with
all of it.
Can I come and talk? Hostile Hen, you can come and talk, my friend. There's the link. Lucas is in now. I think we can fit one more in. Unfortunately, looks like Eves is saying, stop with the slander.
Unfortunately.
Stop with the slander, Lucas. Speaking of which, other Lucas is on now. Lucas/Terry on YouTube. What have you got to say about deadline day, about the transfer window as a whole?
Don't know until Christmas. Had to.
I agree.
Sell Eves to Leeds, get them relegated. Hello, Mason. How are you, buddy? Private chat. Nothing there. Really good points.
Can't help but agree with everything you're saying.
No, it's fantastic. Mason, if you want to come on, Hostile Hen, if you want to come on, the link is there. Oscar, now your name's not Oz, as I do recognise you from a few years ago now. I'm not going to say about that. There's kids watching, Oscar. There's kids watching. That's all I'm going to say. Lucas has a good opinion on the transfer window. Not you, Lucas. Lucas who's dipped in and dipped out. Someone's asking for pro clubs at 9 with someone else in chat. Fair enough. However, I think that's the deadline day for Hull City over with. So I think I share with you my little document briefly window there that I've got for all the transfers. I've had that going for months and months and months. How do we assess our transfer window then, guys?
I thought it was all right.
Oh, we've got an update from Terry Lucas. Really sorry, Joe. My connection was all over the shop and couldn't hear a thing. We'll change rooms and hopefully join back soon. Okay. And Richie Smallwood's nephew has gone as well. Goodbye, Lucas. I'm sure I'll speak to you again very soon. But our transfer window, we kicked it off with the end of the loans for Slater, White and Crowley. Will they be big losses in the long run, do we think?
Nah.
Nah.
Well, I think Slater.
Delican scored his first Lincoln goal tonight. I've seen on Twitter.
He did,
yeah. Did they win? Or don't know if they won or.
I think it's still in progress.
Yeah, probably is to be fair, actually. I don't know.
So
go.
After those, Jordi de Weiss left on a permanent to QPR. We didn't miss him last season. Will we miss him this?
It's too early to say.
Now we've got Winnie Burke again. Now we've got Winnie Burke.
Described him, the badge-kissing weasel.
Nah, I'll be happy just playing Big Dish.
Yeah, look, we love Deshaun. We love Deshaun.
Yeah,
my dad loved Deshaun Bernard.
He had a solid game the other day.
My dad doesn't like many Hull City players, but he likes Deshaun Bernard. I think that tells you all you need to know. I'm just going to hold you a second there, Lewis. Mason Salmon, my video editor, the guy who does my preview graphics, absolute legend you are, mate. I'll get you on at some point this year. I'll speak to you in DMs about that. I think that Tyler Smith will be brilliant for us. Finally, we don't have to watch Eves get the ball stuck between his feet and McGuinness be offside. Someone put about the size of Deshaun Bernard's man.
Oh, dear.
I think you underestimated him there, Sam.
Wow. Lucas is back. Has the room change worked?
Right. Well then.
Even worse.
Yes. You might need to just move a little bit closer to your microphone. Then we might be able to be there. We might be there. What am I on about? Go.
Right. Can you hear me?
Yes! We're in. Go.
It's really glitchy though. Like everything you're saying has got like a glitch to it. But I'll try my best.
We can hear you fine. Just keep going.
Right. As I said, not quite Fabrizio Romano, but I've got a few things to tell you about transfer news that I don't think you've touched on. Mark Cucurella to Brighton. Have you seen that?
Saw that earlier, yeah. Very
all
good
thumbs
signing
up.
for Brighton.
Yeah. He has a future stars on FIFA. That was a very good card. I don't know if you play FIFA, but anyway. Tomiyasu to Arsenal. I don't know if you touched on that either.
Yep.
I think that's not a good
Arsenal getting
not
relegated.
as good signing as Emerson, but I think you never know.
Could still
I know you said
happen.
about
Could see
Nuno
Hull City
Mendes
versus Arsenal in the
to
Championship
PSG,
next
but
year.
I'd just like to touch on that again. That's a very, very good signing. Let me just look. Claudio Gomez has joined Barnsley on loan. Know anything about him? But
Man City midfielder.
Antoine Griezmann, Barcelona. Madrid comeback.
That Fabrizio Romano has done everything but give that. Here we go. I think that's happening. It looks as though it's a loan with an obligation to buy. Mason said, why have we got so many midfielders? Good question. I'm just going to stop you there. I'm just going to stop you there. Terry
Just
Lucas and go back to Lucas Smallwood, who has just been showing us his football shirt collection from United, from Liverpool, from Man City, which is just this bottle. Do you get it? Because plastic. And I think that's it. I think
No, he
we
showed.
need some
He
proper
showed.
kit.
No, Joe. He showed a bit of Middlesbrough as well.
A Middlesbrough, Bears. Middlesbrough's all right.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, you're missing the Uncle's Club.
The stream. See you later, mate. Right then, we'll get back on topic to where we were about City's transfer window. So Device cleared off, and then we had the released list. Clark, Sheaf, Carew, Folks, Hansen, Lepardo, Power, Rhys, Ward, all released. Long and Burke were being negotiated with. Excuse me, didn't come to be. The release list, will we miss anyone from there?
Probably not. Maybe Rhys back, but probably not.
Yeah, same.
Yeah,
probably
Clark
not.
didn't
Maybe
he?
Max Clark, but I think Callum Elder is fit for the role.
I think.
I think
yeah,
Elder's
Rhys
clear.
Beck, like Will said, I think he's. Yeah, I think Rhys Beck's good centre half, but I do have faith in all three of them: Bernard, Greaves, and Jones. But I think Rhys Beck was a
Don't
bit
forget
of a loss.
Sean McLaughlin.
We could do with him.
Yeah.
But,
McLaughlin's a shame.
yeah, sorry, I keep forgetting.
He played relatively well when he had to come in as an emergency player in the Championship last time we were in this league. But but then, players came back. He got dropped to the bench. Last season there was Device, and when there wasn't Device, there was Greaves. So, yeah. I'm just going to put something on here to, first of all, make everyone smile. Just got my away shirt today. It's so clean. One of the best away kits I've worn.
It is a lovely
Seems
shirt.
like Ben Gibson says Smallwood is class, and I fully agree.
However, someone else not saying that is also Mason. No offence, Smallwood does not deserve the armband.
Is that a draw?
I love how we're bringing the whole Hull City community here. If only we had Tom Eves or Tom Eves' wife on this stream, we'd be sorted.
Have you seen there's a Tom Eves podcast actually. He put on his Twitter.
Yes.
A Greek and Irish man walked into the bar. Should give it a watch. It's quite a good podcast.
Ben Peterson says I'm going to get
And another
Smallwood on
thing
the
I
back
said
of my
earlier,
shirt.
Dominic Iorfa.
Yes. Where did you find that source?
Yeah, sorry to break it to you, Joe, but the Dom Iorfa is a load of rubbish.
I expected
I got
that.
told it by someone, and they said it was on Hull Live. Yeah. Not my fault. It's somebody that told me that it was on Hull Live. Again, Hull Live isn't very reliable. But I went on Hull Live and there's nothing apart from people getting just news about Hull, really. But yeah, Dom Iorfa is not any chance. He's staying at Sheffield Wednesday.
Expected that. Hostile Hen is in the stream now. What thoughts on City's transfer window then? Hostile Hen.
Well, I agree.
Don't see me have any thoughts, to be honest.
More stuff about Asante, who was spotted in Princess Key, apparently. Salmon says George Honeyman should have the armband. Honeyman's the GOAT. Someone says we missed the second line about Smallwood. We just seen a cat walk over a phone. That was interesting.
Dog.
Oh, the dog. You're going to have to get going, are you, Will?
I am, yes.
Okay. It's been
Definitely.
a pleasure having you on, mate, for the
Hi,
last
great to speak.
sort of 40 minutes or so. And we'll round off this stream in about 15 minutes once we've finished off talking about City's transfer window. I'll speak to you soon, mate.
Bye.
See you later. All right, then.
I will.
Been good fun having Will on. And now, Dean has said in private chat, dab, please. No. Right, so where did we get? We got
Device.
2.
No, the release list.
Yeah, so George
We got
Long
releases,
to
didn't we?
Millwall. What did we think of that?
Ingram's better.
I think I'd rather have him.
Ingram's better.
No,
Sorry.
I know. I don't know. I did like Long when he played, but Ingram, I have some games and I mean sometimes I have that bit of insecurity, especially when especially when a centre back passes it back to him. He looks so like what I don't know, like so like insecure like where to place the ball, especially against Bournemouth because Bournemouth plays such a high press. He looks so uncomfortable trying to get out from the back.
So we've got in the chat, George Long is awful. Ingram is better. Good, he was rubbish.
Yeah.
Ingram by far better. George Long is awful, but Ingram is also awful.
I won't say he's awful.
In summary, awful. Okay, cool. Ingram isn't awful. Yeah, neither is Long, to be fair. And then Rhys Burke to Luton. I think. Will, what are your thoughts on that hostile hen?
Is he me?
Yeah, he didn't have any thoughts.
Lucas,
Yes.
thoughts on
I already touched
Burke.
on Rhys back a few minutes ago.
Rhys Burke?
But
Okay. So yeah, I mean,
we said about Max.
it's sad to see him go because him and Greavesy, my 2 favourite players, one of them's gone. But you know, I think that place is now taken by Ollie Green, who I'm in constant conversation with in Instagram DMs. Mason, I'd love to stay for the under-18s game. I've said this to you, but sadly was not allowed to. I'm afraid my parents outlawed that one. Shame.
Also, sorry I don't have my camera on. It's just I'm sat in my bed and I can't bother to go turn my light on. My light's off.
Fair enough, mate. Fair enough.
I'm leaving it like
so then, after Long and Burke disappeared, Monka, Cannon, and Randall Williams all came in. Thoughts on each of these signings so far, guys?
Well,
I think Randall Williams. Yeah, I think from what I've seen, I'm yet to see Cannon and Monka play. Obviously, Monka had the 3-game ban. So at the minute, what I'm saying is, for me personally, obviously, with me to see Randall Williams, class. Honestly, I really enjoy watching him play. I think when I get to see Cannon,
he'd be perfect if he could finish.
Yeah.
He makes the right runs.
I think he's a better option than Longman.
But he just can't finish it. Lim Fu says Randall Williams is kind of trash. He's a League One player. Williams was poor against Derby. I thought he was all right.
Good signing.
They all were poor. We can't pinpoint against Derby. Everyone was shocking. Everyone.
Yeah.
Okay. Hostile hen.
No one was good.
Are we there now? Hello?
Does not seem like it, does it?
He's in private chat. Oh, no, that's Dean sending a YouTube link. I'm not going to click on that.
Dean's still here.
When
Jesus Christ.
when it's the Eye of the Tiger podcast next episode, I'm going to talk to you about that, Mason. I'm going to message you tomorrow about that. Yeah. Not much. I mean, Monka, I think, will be a brilliant signing. Competition for Honeyman and Doherty.
Most definitely.
As Smallwood over Huddleston was back.
Yeah.
We know what? We'll come to you, Lucas.
Yeah, touch on
Not Terry
Rondon.
Lucas, but Lucas Smallwood.
Okay.
This is how I'm deciphering between you both, because you're Lucas, you're Terry on YouTube, and we've got Lucas Smallwood. So we'll as I say, Monka I think will be a fantastic signing in the long run. Cannon looked great against Preston when he came on. Looked lively against
I've been saying it.
against Wigan as well. You did say to me, give Andy Cannon a run.
Yeah.
And then Randall Williams, we've touched on, will be okay, I think. Callum Jones went out on loan to Morecambe. That will be a good move for him, I reckon. Lucas Oddenston and Henry Kumwenda left on freeze. Jordan Flores went on loan to Northampton. That loan move then became permanent later on in the year. Elliot Bonds left on a free to Cheltenham Town. Then Nathan Baxter came in from Chelsea. Ryan Longman came in from Brighton. And Tom Nixon came in from Stokes Academy. Thoughts on the 3 incomings there?
I mean, Huddleston is just what we love to see, and he's back.
Wait, what
it's
was
it's that leadership.
Hey, Lewis, we've not got to Huddleston yet.
Starling Baxter or Longman.
I think Nathan
Baxter,
Baxter's
please.
good.
So I think Baxter has a chance in the league.
I'll let the jury say what you want to say. So
I think Nathan
Lewis,
Baxter-
Lucas, and Hostile Hen. Say what you want to say, then I'll give my opinion.
Nah, Baxter.
Well, I think we have to like believe in him because he's young, of course. Yes, he was at Accrington last season, a team in the division below, but
he is.
He kept a clean sheet against us. Hostile Hen is in the building.
Can we hear him though?
Well, I know him.
Hello.
Hey!
I know Hostile. I recognise him.
With Baxter, he's probably not, if he can get a run of games, maybe become first choice over Ingram.
Could do. However, I think with Baxter,
Sure.
when I watched him against Wigan, he didn't look as though he could command his area very well.
Malcolm within his development though.
He was very tentative when coming out of his 6-yard box to collect the ball. He made a mistake, passing it straight to a Wigan player. Yeah, I think he will get better.
Yeah,
he will prove himself with more games. It's a shame for him that we were knocked out the Carabao Cup so early, that we've not got the package on,
give him time,
and that we're going to enter the FA Cup in 4 months' time. So he's going to have to be patient, is Nathan Baxter. Ryan Longman, what do we think?
Good.
Look good. Okay, that's fine,
interesting one.
Lucas. Lucas and
another case
Hostile
of-
Hen.
He hasn't looked terrible, but he hasn't looked brilliant.
Okay. Lucas?
I think with Ryan Longman, it's a case of giving him time. I don't think he's looked particularly great. I mean, I was at the Bournemouth game and was not a fan. But I think same with all because our squad's really, really young. Just give him time to adapt, to adjust, and he could be a good player.
That's what I've said about Jacob Greaves. People slagging him off, all this, that, and the other. He looks really poor. Yes, he's very naive in his defending right now, but in consecutive years, he's gone under 23s, League Two, League One, Championship. Give him time. By the
He
end
did
of
have
the
Dom
season,
Solanke in his pocket.
he did.
Yeah.
By the time we get to game 38 of 46, Jacob Greaves will be much more defensively
Fantastic
astute.
player.
Better than Fran Maldini. He already is.
Oh,
I can't argue with that. I cannot argue with that. I spoke to him the other day. It was
I think same with
It was
Alfie
nice
Jones as
to-
well. I
it
don't
was
think
nice to
Alfie Jones-
reunite with an old friend.
What?
I don't think Alfie Jones will look particularly great either. But like you said with Jones, yes, he's a bit naive right now, but at the end of the season, his awareness, his reactions, whatever, he'll be a lot better for sure.
Bernard will be the
Same
same.
with Deshaun Bernard. I
McLaughlin
think
will be
he's
the
got
same.
a lot.
Andy Smith
Yeah, I
will
think
come
Ben-
back
I
from
think
his loan at
Bernard-
Salford to Hull City and be a better player. It's progression. That's what it's all about
Yeah,
at the end of the day.
At Bournemouth, when obviously I was there watching Bernard started, I thought on the ball he lacked composure. Really, I think he was just kicking it anywhere. But I think with time that'll what's the word?
I think
Go.
from what I've seen, I think I'd rather see the partnership of Deshaun, but Bernard and Greaves instead of Alfie Jones and Greaves. Purely due to the fact, from what I've seen with Jones, I don't think Jones. For me personally, I don't know if you agree. Jones is not a centre back. He's not a centre back. He's a CDM.
He's a CDM.
He's a
But we've only
CDM.
got too many of them. We've got
I
two
agree.
in Lucas Smallwood's name. Smallwood, little arrow thing, Huddleston. We've got two of them there. Alfie Jones will not play defensive midfield this season.
I know, but I think
He will not. No.
when I would at the Bournemouth game, and I would obviously he didn't play Bournemouth, but I would also at the Derby game. As much as everybody had a poor game, he was like all over the shop. There was so many times where he was dragged over to Greaves' side, and there was just a massive gap for them just to run into.
Yeah. It's
I've
true.
got 5% on my phone. I might have to head out soon.
Mate, StreamYard drains your battery very quickly.
It does.
Yeah, I've
I
had
was
that
on like
time.
30
Do what you
minutes
need to
ago.
do it.
I'll go
Right,
charge
so
it. I don't know if it'll still be
we've
on,
covered
but-
Deshaun Bernard in that as well. So Tom Nixon, academy signing,
Yeah.
decent signing. He was Stokes under 18s, under 21s captain. So I think he'll do a job for us. Anyway, next up, we've already touched on
I'm gonna
Bernard,
be honest,
so we'll go
don't
to
know.
Matt Smith. Thoughts?
He's looked decent. He's looked decent. He's looked half decent in the
Quality
games.
player.
I'd
He has looked good.
rather have Cannon for him because he scores
He
goals
looks
and we
really
need goals.
urgent.
He did. When he came on against Preston,
Smith
he looked
was
so
very-
lively. So did Cannon. Smallwood was brilliant
I
that
think
game.
Ma- I
Doherty
think
was
Matt
brilliant
Smith's
that
got
game.
good
Monk
stamina.
was brilliant that game. Everyone was brilliant that game. And in central
Against
midfield,
Bournemouth.
there is such competition for places. It's insane. We've got Smallwood, we've got Huddleston, Honeyman, Doherty, Monk, Cannon,
Has
Smith.
Regan Slater fell apart?
Slater has fallen apart, yes. Regan Slater will not be returning.
Yeah, I was going to
to
say.
Hull City.
Yeah. I'm not.
Let's face it, nobody.
I was about to say that's good.
Nobody.
To hear, but it's not. But I don't think we needed him.
Okay,
No.
so after
At the start of the window, I would have wanted him, but not now.
after Smith came in, you know what? I think we can all just mute here, guys. I'm just going to mute everyone very quickly, apart from you. Tom Huddleston next. What do you think? You need to unmute.
Can't move. Like, realistically.
Half.
That's tight. That's tight. He changed the game against Bournemouth. Not against Bournemouth, but against Derby when it came on. He changed the game.
Yeah, if we didn't have him against Bournemouth, I think.
Nah, me against Derby. I know we did. I know we did lose that game, but he changed that. He changed it when he came on against Derby.
See, I wouldn't say
made two passes, whatever.
I wouldn't say he changed the game. However, we looked more up for it as soon as he came
drives
on.
us forward, which I love.
And then against Bournemouth, he was doing the same. But
Against Bournemouth, he conceded a foul in his first touch.
But people don't realise the job that Smallwood does for this team. People don't realise the job people don't realise the character that Smallwood is in the dressing room. With his experience, with his know-how, with his knowledge of the game,
back this up.
And such a young squad, his experience is vital. Huddleston's experience is also vital. But as the captain, you take on a whole lot of responsibility. Smallwood is prepared to do that. And let's face it, he is the captain. Yes, he might not be the standout performer. He might not be 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10 every game, but he gets the job done. He doesn't have the flair. He doesn't have the flair of a Keane Lewis Potter. He doesn't have the passing range of a Tom Huddleston. He doesn't have the aerial ability of a Jacob Greaves, but he does the dirty work. He keeps us ticking over. And that's the job he does. That's the job he does in this team.
And what he's done since academy days.
Yeah, Joe, I've got 1%, so can I just touch on something before my phone dies?
Yes, go quick.
Yeah, I'm really sorry. It's a bit irrelevant, but as you might know, Jack Wilshere doesn't have a club. I feel quite sorry for him. I've just seen on Hub Football UK deadline day heartbreak for Jack Wilshere. Jack Wilshere has been told he cannot sign for Italian second division club Como, he's recently been training with, because he does not have an EU passport. So that means Jack Wilshere will be without a club until January. Poor guy. I do feel sorry for him.
Poor bloke.
To that before phone dies.
Poor bloke.
I mean, he can still sign, can't he? Like, our free agents can come in any time, can't they? Free agents.
If they're an English player and we're an English club, sure. More competition for your uncle.
Yeah.
Somebody said Huddleston over Smallwood in the chat.
Oh, Alex Corral has joined West Ham.
Yeah.
On loan, I saw that.
Right, I'm going to wrap this up very soon, but quickly, I think we've touched on Huddleston. Tyler Smith.
Brilliant player. He looks so lively against Bournemouth.
I think he will be fantastic for us.
Yeah.
As long as we play the ball through the defence, not over the defence, where he's got to run onto his own flick-ons.
Can you just put a link to the stream yard in the chat?
Pardon?
On my iPad.
Okay. Link to StreamYard is in the chat, I think. Wait, what? It's not going in.
It's in.
There we go. I just didn't see it. Okay. So then finally, our final arrival this summer has been Sincere Hall.
Who?
So he was on trial with the under-18s last year, and he has signed his first professional deal with us and will join up with the academy setup with Andy Dawson and the 23s and John Anderson and the 18s this season. I think he will do relatively all right. I will just check his position.
We should have signed Messi when we had the chance. Would have scored 100 goals.
Here we go. Trust me, we got Messi. You're welcome to come in the Premier League next season.
Sincere Hall is a young winger. I think we
Like
might
we need
have a
him.
player in there. Judging by the way he looks like Malik Wilks. As in, he looks sort of little. He's got the hair sort of up like this, but instead of his just stopping, his like Wilks's, Hall's comes down a little bit, just like down to here, down here. So I'm thinking, in the future, we have another Malik Wilks. How old is he? Does it say how old he is?
18. Yeah, be 16, 17, around that age.
So he describes himself. He said, "I would describe myself as a winger, a playmaker, good dribbler who likes taking on defenders one-on-one, as well as scoring and assisting goals. I'm hoping to play as many minutes as I can at any age group. Obviously, I want to prove myself at under 18 level and push on to the under 23s. But my main target is to score goals to help the team, and I'm going to be doing everything I can to hit those targets."
I mean, everyone says, don't they? Everyone says that when they join a club, they want to score goals and they want to get minutes, but they're just going to try and get themselves in to start with, and then go from there and see what they can do. We see more of the time when
looks like Wilkes knife in back pocket.
Oh my God. Oh dear. Why are we backtracking to that Leeds Festival, on it? Like Leeds Fest 2017, like all that happened.
Anyway, moving on back to departures. Samuelson left to his hometown club Haugesund. Billy Chadwick has gone on a half-season loan to Linfield. Ahmed Salam has gone to Linfield for a full season. Billy Chadwick has already scored a goal in the Europa Conference League. James Berry was released and then went to Altrincham. Jordan Flores' loan move to Northampton Town was made permanent. Festus Arter has gone on a season-long loan to Barrow. Thomas Mayer has left permanently to SKU Amstetten. Matty Jacobs has gone on a half-season loan to Gateshead. James Scott has gone on loan for the season to Hibernian. Jake Leake has joined Boston United on loan for a month. Andy Smith yesterday joined Salford on a season-long loan. And Harry Wood today has joined Scunthorpe on a season-long loan. So a lot of youngsters going out and getting minutes. And players who we don't need, such as Samuelson, such as Flores, Mayer, and James Scott as well, a player who can do a job for us in the future, going out where he'll get minutes, which he won't be able to get here.
Yeah, I mean,
Lucas, that's fine, because I think we're going to wrap this one up here. Well, it's been quite a quiet deadline day, hasn't it? It's been quite a quiet deadline day, all things considered. Ronaldo signed for United early doors. That was announced as I was having my breakfast at 9:30. Then other than that, there's been the stuff about Mbappe, Camavinga. Other than that, it has all gone quite quiet. Former Tiger Todd Kane has gone to Coventry.
don't mind that.
It looks as though the Griezmann deal is already done.
Is it done?
It looks as though it's done. Chelsea are almost there with Saul. Dan James has gone to Leeds. Tommy Asu is set to go to Arsenal. Hector Bellerin close to joining Real Betis on loan. Tottenham have signed Emerson. Salomon Rondon is close to signing for Everton on deadline day.
Oh, just before we wrap up, I don't know if Dan Slater is Slater's dad or what.
It is,
but on Twitter, it is Slater's dad. Someone tweeted, "Whose fault is this? Whose fault is it?" Tagged him in the comment. That he replied with, "You'll have to make your mind up about this, mate. About that, mate." But he turned down 3 other moves in the summer, all for money. All for more money, because he enjoyed his time at Hull and believed in the gaffer there. So he wanted the move. We wasn't giving what he wanted in other terms.
And Dan Slater's also said, what a waste of 3 months that's been. Gutted
Yeah.
for the lad who City fans loved what he brought to the team. Hopefully he either finds another club, gets a chance at the Blades, or joins us in the next window.
I hope he does. I hope he does come back. It's more. It's as much as we have so much competition at the current time. It's more depth.
Ah, Regan, so close, yet
So
so
far. Has Crowley got a club yet? I don't think he does he?
Pardon?
Crowley doesn't have a club, does he? At the minute.
No, he doesn't.
Because he was.
I'll just run through any other moves I find interesting. So from deadline day so far, Ademola Lookman has joined Leicester from RB Leipzig on loan. Mark Cucurella has left Getafe to go to Brighton for 15.4 million. Connor Roberts has left Swansea to go to Burnley for 2.5 million. Alex Kral has joined West Ham from Spartak Moscow on loan, and Santiago Munoz has joined Newcastle on loan. If you know, you know.
Young 19-year-old striker, isn't he? Something like that. Unless he's someone else.
Lucas is back. We'll come to you in just a second, Lucas. Ryan Christie has joined Bournemouth from Celtic. Jamal Lowe has joined Bournemouth from Swansea. Sterling signed to Blackpool on loan from Chelsea. Jordan Gabriel has left Nottingham Forest to go to Blackpool. Teo Eden has left Lincoln and joined Blackburn. Rhys Williams has signed for Swansea on loan. Morgan Gibbs-White has gone from Wolves to Sheffield United on loan. Andre Gray has today left Watford to sign for QPR on loan. In Europe, Moise Kean has joined Juventus on loan. He's rejoined Juventus on loan from Everton. Andre Frank Zamboanguissa has signed a new contract at Fulham, but immediately left them to go to Napoli on loan. Rhys Nelson has gone on loan to Feyenoord from Arsenal. Dennis Pratt has gone on loan to Torino from Leicester. Ethan Ampadu has gone to Venezia on loan from Chelsea. Niels Nkunku has left Everton to go to Standard Liège on loan. Frederick Gilbert has gone from Aston Villa to Strasbourg on loan. I think that is about it. Any final thoughts, guys? No? I think then that is about it. We need Wilson Honeyballer.
That was me.
Was it you? All right, it's just not registered properly. Anyway.
By the way, my friend said my teeth are social distancing.
Wow. Right, thank you very much for tuning in, everyone. I hope you enjoyed. If you have, please do drop a like. Subscribe if you are new. And I will see you next time. There will be a transfer review podcast out soon. There will be an August review podcast out soon. I hope. So I will see you then. In the meantime, thank you, Lewis. Thank you, Lucas. Thank you, Will. Thank you, other Lucas. Thank you, Hostile Hen. Thank you, Dean. Thank you, everyone we've had on the stream so far. Thank you to all of you guys still remaining in chat, sticking it out for 2.25 hours. You're all troopers. I'll see you soon. Goodbye.
Career mode.
I can't.